Hey guys, Phantom Traveler 87 here with another video. Welcome back to another one of my life vlogs where I give a bit of an update on myself, and of course, I'm here to provide any emotional support to those who need it, especially if you're having a bad day and you just need a virtual shoulder to lean on. So, basically, for those who know already, the past few days for me have been very, very rough. But as of right now, I'm doing a little bit better. And I just want to assure you guys that I'm okay. To my Discord friends, you guys have been fantastic. And just thank you so much for being there for me. You guys are rock stars. Now, I don't call myself a mental health expert. I'm just here to speak from experience. And whatever you guys get out of that, if it does help you out a little bit, well, I'm glad that I could be of some assistance on that. Um, I know with part of being an adult, you're going to go through a lot of rough transitions. Lots of changes. People are going to come and go in your life. And sometimes you're going to get an emotional attachment to somebody that's very hard to let go of, but sometimes you just have to let them chart their own course. And I know that life is not easy. Obviously, it's not. Not in the slightest. Nobody said life was going to be easy. Um, Adulting is just, it can be quite a bit of a chore, but life is really what you make it out to be. Um, and if there's one thing I've learned, you stop living when you're afraid all the time and you're second guessing yourself and you're living in paranoia and you're just beating yourself up over things that you can't really control. That's when you stop living. And I don't want fear or stress or self loathing to play any part in my life. Now, unfortunately, sometimes us as human beings, we can't help that. Um, I know what it's like to feel abandoned. I know what it's like to not have all the answers and then having just to assume that it's something that you did when it wasn't. So it's very easy for us to blame ourselves for things that happen that we don't have any control over, things that we didn't really expect to happen, but they did. And honestly, it's okay. It happens. Shit happens for very dumb shit reasons, sometimes for no reason at all. But we can't stop ourselves from living just because things don't go the way that we have planned. Just because we have stress and anxiety and fear all the time, we can't let those control us. Now, we can't control everything else that goes on in every aspect of our lives. But emotionally, mentally, as hard as it is, we have to try to make the best out of a bad situation. Sometimes there's no other options. Now, I'm not saying you have to take my advice. Like I said before, I am no mental health expert. I don't claim to be. As I said before, I'm just somebody who speaks from experience. And I want you guys to know that even though I'm a total stranger, you don't know me from Adam. I am somebody who understands what you're going through. And I can relate. And I know that's an awfully cliche thing to say. I'm sure a lot of people have told you that. But I'm very sincere when I say that. And you know what? The hardest thing about in life that I've had to deal with. Now, I've been a role player and a writer for the past 11 years on social media. I have ideologies and different perspectives of things that not everybody understands nor agrees with. But I will tell you that I'm somebody who is very accepting of people, no matter what religion, no matter what um political stance or whatever they stand on. I'm somebody who really just tries to be civil. All right, and I know I don't really like to talk about politics. Not my favorite thing, so I'm not gonna go much more into that. But everybody has different opinions, and sometimes there are people who are very sensitive when they react to a certain something that they don't like, and they just bash the other person for it. Now, we've all been victims of that, for having different ideas and different opinions. We've all been attacked for that. Um, I just want most of all is for us to set a better example. Um, and look out for each other. That's really all that I want. I I want you all to know that even if you don't know me all that well, or of course, well, perhaps, well, you don't really would know anything about me. I'm just another person behind your computer screen that, well, I exist, Um I know how hard it is to feel like you don't belong. I know what it's like to feel alone most of the time. I know what it's like to feel helpless and confused, and not all of us have all the answers. Sometimes we don't have all the answers at all. As a matter of fact, I sometimes I wish I had a clue, and I sometimes I ask myself, why did something like this, why does it happen at all? Why do bad things happen to good people? But honestly, I just want to be able to end this video on a positive note. The older I get, yeah, sure, things are gonna get a little bit harder, but sometimes life is just what you make it to be. And your life doesn't have to be dull, it's up to you to make it interesting. Um, and again, um, try to make good out of any bad situation. I honestly, I wish the best for all of you, wherever you are, whoever's watching. You're not alone, and I'm here for you. Even though I'm a total stranger, I'm still here for you. So if there's anything you want to share, any part of yourself that you feel comfortable with sharing, if you do need somebody to talk to, um, I'm more than happy to give your comment a read and a virtual hug from me to you. So yeah, there you go. Okay, I'll end this video here. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and just stay tuned for the next video. I really do hope that you guys are enjoying my content. And thank you for the 483 subscribers. I hope to see my community build more and more as time goes on. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye-bye.